Hey, what's up? It's Mykill Metal, and it's time for STS-03 and 4 to launch their cargo up to the space station that I'm building. And I'm going to start this off with the regular launcher that's going to be adding the arms. There we go. Nice. And so far I've decided to name the station Unity Station, and I'm not exactly sure why. But if you think of a better name, leave it in the comments, and I'll definitely use it. And there we go. Got the arms connected. Now it's time for the launch of STS-03, and this is going to be adding the arms, the docking arms. Or, I'm sorry, the hubs. This is the docking hubs. It's going to have the extra arms and the solar panels and stuff connected to it. And these are going to go on the ends of the arms. And there's the tank separation. A nice cinematic shot. I love these cinematic shots from camera tools. They're awesome and super easy to figure out. Slow it down as soon as I get within range of the station. There we go. Just bring it in nice and close and zero out the velocity so I can drop the cargo out the back. Get a couple cinematic shots. And get another one of me getting ready to dock with it. Get the docking. Nice. Alright, then move that in. Get another cinematic shot of coming in towards the station. I love those. There we go. Got the first one connected. Now what I'm going to do is going to separate this and move it on over to the middle so I have room to put the other one on there. There we go. And now I'm going to do the crew transfer because I'm going to replace the crew that's up in the station with a new crew. There we go, Valentina in there. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to separate from the first hub. There we go. And then I'm going to turn the station around while the shuttle is just parked right next to it, and I'm going to attach this very easily. Nice. Now I got all that attached, and all I need to do is send up the docking arms on the next mission. Get a nice cinematic shot. I'm going to undock and get ready to return into the atmosphere. I'm going to thrust away with the RCS. As soon as I get to a safe distance, I'm going to close the cargo bay. I have it set up to an action group, so it also closes the shield for the docking thing inside the cargo bay. little bit high on re-entry, but that's alright. I kind of figured it out a little bit better than I had it, and I was able to bring it in a little with it using a little bit less fuel than I did last time. That scared the crap out of me the first. I thought it was going to fall apart again, but luckily I added Kerbal joint reinforcement and clamps be gone. I think that's the name of it, because I figured out that it was the launch clamps that were coming back up and it's smacking into the space shuttle while I was landing. Go extend the gear and bring it in for a nice soft touchdown. Nice. Apply the brakes. I'm gonna see if I can find a better mod for the tail fin so that it actually splits into the air brakes and possibly has a parachute in it. That would be awesome. I think I'm gonna add that next. But for right now, it's time to launch STS-04 with a full crew, just so they can all get some space experience. They can all learn the procedures and stuff in case someone else calls in sick. Launch. Clear the towers. This is a little bit of a heavier launch, so it has a bit of a struggle coming back to center, because right as it launches, it tends to launch forwards a few hundred meters because of the way that the engines are angled, so I have to pull back right after launch. And at the same time, angle the engines because they're usually off-center. Booster separation. The explosion kind of freaked me out for a second, but I realized it was only the coupler smacking into the side of the external tank, so it didn't really do any damage. Everything was fine. There we go, got the burn straight along the horizon, so we can circularize while I'm still on my initial launch burn. Use up all the Delta V inside that external tank. And it's got one of the sensors on the bottom of the tank, so that once it depletes all the fuel up to 1%, it shuts down the main engines automatically, so we can get ready for separation, and we don't use any of the extra fuel in the back of the shuttle, which is meant for the OWNS engines. Drop the cargo arms out of the cargo bay. Get ready for docking with that. There we go. Bring it in nice and slow. Try not to smack into the station. The one thing I need to do to the station is I need to add a couple more reaction wheels and some more control surfaces, or not surfaces, but like control units and stuff like that, because it's a bit wobbly in space because it doesn't have much control. That's why I'm leaving that launcher on the top of it. I've got both of the main arms connected, and then I'm going to put the other two on the bottoms of these hubs, so I can separate. I can actually launch and have 4 space shuttles. Oh, I love that sound. I can actually have 4 space shuttles docked at the same time, as opposed to only like 1 or 2, because they are quite big. And that tail sticks out a lot and blocks it from docking if you don't space it out enough. Get a nice cinematic shot. And I moved it around and got rid of the extra garbage that was in the back of it and docked it to there. So now I'm ready to return, so I'm going to undock and thrust away, but I'm going to make sure I'm controlling from the right spot. There we go. And this was the best one, because I didn't actually have to do much. I just glided in on this one. I only used the engines at the last second to make sure I was at the right velocity. But that's going to be it for this one. If you liked the video, leave a comment, like, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.
Other one's behind a tree. Got one. He's down. He's down.